Hey everybody. A few days ago I posted a picture of this chassis I'm working on, and I had not cut the center out of the rear axle tube, so I thought I'd show, and a few people wondered how I was going to get a crown gear on there, so I thought I'd do a little video showing it, and at the same time show you an alternate way of using the rear bracket, motor bracket, and bushings. So the basic way I did this one is you have the bracket and this piece of tubing, which is, I don't even know what size it is. Anyway, fits perfectly in there. And you get your bushings, which are 11/64ths, and they fit right in there. Solder that whole thing up, solder it to your chassis, and when you're done, you get your Dremel out and you cut the center section out, exposing your axle. Of course, take your axle out first, and giving you room for your crown gear. An alternative way of doing it is to use these 1/4-inch bushings. The only problem there is you have to bore this hole out a little bit to fit the 1/4-inch bushing, and then you end up having your bushings mounted directly to it. Reason for doing that sometimes is you want clearance to get your tires in tighter. Maybe you have giant tires. Another reason is if you want to put spacers in here to locate the crown gear, you've got a nice flat smooth surface on the insides, which you can do that with these. I've seen some where people run the spacers down inside the tube. Gets a little harder to fit them in there, but it's possible. Or you can put spacers on the outside if that's your thing, but easiest is just to use the self-centering crowns and go with the pinion there, but there's supposed to be a wee performance advantage of doing it the other way, so we could do it both ways. They all seem to work. So anyway, to recap, to utilize this the way I did it there, you're sliding the tube through the holes, and instead of putting a little tube on each end, which you could do, this keeps your bushings aligned perfectly while you're soldering everything up, and you can center it or you could offset it if you wanted to. Depends what kind of a car you're building. And then you cut it all out when it's all done and solid, and I tend to leave them there as long as I can just to get the chassis all square and everything so something doesn't spring out of place. They usually don't. Anyway, I hope that sort of lets you see why that was that way, and I don't know if there's any special hints out of it, just that's just how we do it. Thanks for watching.